After a few days of volunteering to help with a flood in Werpin, Belgium, and getting to know the surroundings, it is time for exploring further afield. It is a beautiful morning. There are not always those during the Belgium autumn, so you're ready to take advantage of it. You get on the bike without knowing for sure where you are going, or if you will reach your destination. You intend to reach Manhay, which is still part of the Ardennes area. Yes, the area where the Smurfs are from. But Manhay is a little bit different. It's a town full of history. It has less than 4,000 inhabitants and is fed by the Aisne river. Although it is not far from where you live, you must cycle 20 kilometers between ups and downs on an electric bike that has a reputation for failing from time to time. The road is long and the morning is cold. The journey allows you to breathe fresh air, exercise, and see beautiful landscapes. But above all, it gives you time to be with your thoughts. There, surrounded by trees while dodging vehicles on the road, seeing the green of the grasslands, seeing your shadow chasing you and the road free, open to new possibilities and adventures. Feeling the freedom and feeling how heaven and earth mix with you in the middle as its colors crush you and amaze you at the same time. We are all in the midst of the microscopic and astronomical universes. We build our houses and our cities on a ball of oxygen traveling at 30 kilometers per second, and we hope for the best. In a way, we all are travelers. We travel in space and time, and that is what your tour today is about. It is a journey through time, which, however, seems to be a tale with a lesson relevant to us. The Battle of the Bulge took place in Manhay during the Second World War. It was during that battle that the German Army's 2nd SS Division was finally stopped in December 1944. You continue biking through the small Belgian towns, wondering how they would have looked during the world wars. The conflict has been a part of human history since its inception. War has changed the organization of countries and the world in numerous occasions. Maps have had to be redrawn with the victorious turn deciding what is what. Even Belgium, as it exists today, was established in 1830 after a revolution that separated it from the Netherlands. Disagreement creates conflict. Conflict creates change. An ongoing change becomes another reason for disagreement. How do we break that cycle? You come to a steep incline and must get off the bike. The battery has stopped working and every pedal stroke feels like the last. After resting, magically the battery is reactivated and you take advantage of your good luck to reach Manhay. You decide to enter the Manhay History 44 Museum. Although it is expensive for you, you don't want to miss out on the opportunity. Outside, there is a Panther Mark IV tank. Normally driven by 5 soldiers, their fate is unknown. The tank was abandoned at the entrance of the village by the Nazis. Inside the museum, the whole story of the battle is told, but rather than staying with facts, figures, and dates, you think about the horrors of war. The comfortable and boring life of the First World makes many forget the meaning of violence. Coming from Mexico, one of the countries with the highest number of murders in the world, and particularly having seen the aftermath of the battles on more than one occasion, you can only despise the war. War is not like on television or in Hollywood movies. The war doesn't care if you put a flag on your Facebook profile or if you express concern posting online using your $1,000 cell phone, laying in your orthopedic bed. In times of war, pronouns cease to matter and the cultural police is irrelevant. Wartime is when yoga instructors are out of job and celebrity dramas are meaningless, as are the celebrities who embody them. War is broken bones and teeth, amputations and blood, viscera and hunger. It is also tears, despair and hate, confusion and discomfort, uncertainty and loneliness. And yet, you cannot decide if the conflict is necessary or not. It has been said that the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. The difference between a peaceful person and a harmless person is between deciding not to fight or not having the ability to do so. There is no value on being harmless. There is only value on the strength that chooses kindness and justice. Sometimes, you must decide between having peace or justice. Choose calm instead of counterattack. But, on the other hand, if Hitler's attitude towards the annexation of Czechoslovakia taught us anything, is that some monsters are insatiable and only speak the language of violence and domination. And in the background are incredible technological advances fueled by conflict, incredible stories of heroism and compassion, camaraderie and courage. Conflict unites and inspires. It brings out the worst and the best in human beings, and it shows the true character of a man. The museum, although small, is packed with information, but the bike ride has left you little time to explore it, as you must get back home before dark, and Belgian winters mean it starts to get dark at 4 p.m. Now there are animals and farms around, but on September 16th, 1944, everything looked quite different. Close to the grasslands, two P-38 Lightning planes collided. Casualties are also caused by factors other than the battle itself, a phenomenon that is spreading more and more every day. Currently, the United States Army loses more soldiers to suicide than to combat. There are remnants of the battles everywhere, even Nazi weaponry, like the Pak-40 you are looking at. You ride your bike and travel the paths that Belgian families walked escaping from German troops. Some civilians were killed indiscriminately during the Nazi invasion, such as the siblings Jules and Therese Danloy, who died on December 25, 1944. Perhaps the worst thing about war are the collateral victims, those unarmed who could not help but hide and flee, hoping to be welcomed by whoever has mercy on them. Manhay was defended by two units, the 7th Armored and the 106th Infantry. They tried twice to retake Manhay from the Nazi hands, exactly in the field you are seeing, but they failed. Behind the monument you are looking at right now, the 238th Combat Engineer Battalion laid thousands of mines that were covered by snow on the night of December 24 to 25th, managing to destroy 5 German tanks. And after learning about the war, you have your own battle to fight. The electric bike stopped working completely. It weighs more than a normal bike and you must travel 20 kilometers back home. You fear that it will get dark and you will continue halfway, but there is not much time for internal debates. You must move. Fortunately, the descendants compensate for the ascendants and help you regain strength. After more than 2 hours of walking, sweating, and completely exhausted, you arrived at your provisional home, ready to sleep, leaving behind the battles, world, and personal ones. You close your eyes and you end your day.